Alright, hey guys, I'm gonna start new gameplay for this game called Dark Souls, so it's pretty badass. Anyway, at the beginning, there's a bunch of fucking weird shit. What? Sorry, my brother was being a dick. Fucking shit. Man, mirrors are not fun to run into. If you're Anyway, sorry. Okay. It is like 6 o'clock. Oh. No, I'm sorry. My laptop is like 3 hours behind, and I thought we were using mine. So, okay, yeah. So, my character's name is always Gyranorda. So, just gonna do that. I'm about to poop my pants. Not really, because that would be nasty. I don't poop. I always pick female because they're hot and you can stare at their ass and fap. And yeah, I'm gonna pick a knight since, yeah, that's why, because I'm a fag. I'm gonna pick very slim because then you can see dad ass real easy, and it's not all ugly and weird. I just like to have a good looking character. So pick, yeah, okay. You can edit everything even more if you want to, but you don't have to.
In the age of ancients,
There's this cutscene, so
the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark sign.
Okay, guys, so we're gonna go in another cutscene here. So, yeah, I don't really have anything to say. Just waiting for this to load.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Okay, guys, so at the beginning of the game, you get this dungeon soul key. There's not much, it's pretty explanatory, self-explanatory. There's a ton of messages, you know, just basic controls. And it's pretty slow if you, at the beginning, read the controls and everything. So I'm going to be pretty fast with all this in brief. I'll just tell you everything. I mean, you can look up, you can pause the game and look at the controls if you need to, or just look them up. If you don't have the game, you just say, "Here, watch this." Anyway, there's nothing back here that's worth value, so you don't even need to bother going back there. There's nothing that you can do with this bonfire except light it. Sit down, have to let it all pain. Listen to it. And there's this asylum demon here you can just run past to it. Okay. So there's a lot of different classes that you can pick for the game, like knights and like hunters and wanderers and everything. And I picked the knight because they have like really good strength and vitality. Plus they start out with really good freaking weapons, like tower kite shield. Just like amazing. So, yeah. It already blocks 100% physical attack, and you get a broadsword, which is pretty awesome. Especially for the boss that you fight at the beginning, called the Asylum Demon. But yeah, this Northern Undead Asylum. This is like the first, I don't know, like about like 10 minutes of the game, and then you leave. And I picked Twin Humanities because the more humanity you have, the more pickups you get from people that you kill. And you use humanity to like turn human and kindle flame, which puts your Estus flasks up to 10, which you're about to find out here in a second. If you run down here. This guy, what the fuck?
Oh, You. You're no hollow. Hmm? Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen. And thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now. And thank you.
Okay, so get these Estus flasks, and when you drink them, you get more health. You can upgrade them and everything, stuff like that. And the other thing you got was it's some key. I think you have to use it. Cool. I think, yeah, that's the only time that you use it. You usually get keys like right before you use them in this game, so you don't have to sit there and wonder what you're using the key for, because and pretty much the fighting in this game is pretty much all just melee. It's really easy, unless if you have no like strategic mindset, then it could be a little bit of a hassle. Right here, there's this thing. It's called traversing the white light. Usually, if you go through it, it'll lead you to a boss. You don't have to fight the boss. Yeah, just unplug my mic, man. Why'd you do that? Okay. But, yeah. There's this thing, Asylum Demon. You have to run off the side and stab him in the face, like that. There's a lot of damage, especially after the beginning of the game. And you want to get behind him, just hit him a bunch of times in the butt. And pretty much the only thing you can't block is when he flies up in the air, which gets really annoying. Oh crap, and when he does that, I guess. So you want to avoid those attacks, because those do a lot of damage to you. Nope. Yep, I'm getting my butt kicked. Yeah, this guy's probably gonna kick my butt. Okay, because I obviously can't get behind him for some reason. Oh crap. This is my chance. There we go. Okay, we're back behind him. I'm gonna be able to get him. Nope. I'm literally about to get my butt handed to me right here. I can drink an Estus. Back a little bit. I'm unlocking. Probably gonna be easier that way anyway. This guy will not stop spamming his trigger. There we go. That was a lot harder than normal. Anyway, you get to Big Pilgrim's Key, you open up the store, and there's another cutscene after you go up this hill.
only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Okay guys, so we're at Filing Shrine, and this is where I'm going to end the video. We'll start back right where I am right now on the next one, so yeah, anyway, that's pretty much how all the videos are going to go. But there'll be a lot more commentary actually after I play and actually have to talk about things instead of all the cutscenes at the beginning. There won't be very many cutscenes except for whenever you're fighting big bosses in this game, so yeah. A lot less cutscenes than you'd think after watching the first video. So anyway, yeah, that's all. So see ya, boy.